Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today what we're going to do is film just kind of like a chatty get ready. I haven't done anything like this in a while. So let's just go ahead and get into it, start putting my face on for the day. I'm just going to grab my Maybelline Master Prime Blur and Smooth Primer and my Milani eyeshadow primer. I'm going to put the eyeshadow primer on first. So yeah, I just wanted to sit down and film and just chat with you guys. I feel like I've been kind of MIA, although I have been filming. I just have not been, and not filming all that much, but I just have not been able to get it together and edit my stuff. There's just a lot going on right now. So I've been distracted. And for good reason. I have some family issues going on. My dad, well, who I consider my dad, is my stepdad. But he unfortunately got diagnosed with lung cancer, which, you know, he's not a doctor goer, things like that. They wouldn't have been able to catch it even if he was. So he started treatment, and the first week was just last week. We've known for a couple of weeks because I went with him for the biopsy appointment, and the doctor pretty much said that's what they thought it was. And then like a week after that, we found out that my husband's dad has cancer as well. It's more aggressive. It's in a few spots in his body. So he is just starting some treatment this week, and his is kind of rare and aggressive, so they don't really know if what they're doing will work. So they're going to do a little bit, see how it's reacting, and then reconvene, I guess. I'm going to go in with the COVERGIRL Vitalist Healthy Elixir. Trying to do just one pump on the back of my hand. And I've been liking using these. I've been liking using the BAREMINERALS Luxe Performance Brush that they recommend for their Bare Pro foundation. But I've been liking it for this. So with that going on, I just haven't had much motivation to film and things like that. It's just been putting a little bit different perspective on life and making me wonder what's really important. I really like doing my YouTube channel, but I can't commit to a schedule and just work myself that hard, working full-time, which I'm there more than 40 hours a week, and then also helping out my mom with her stuff, which that's only like a couple hours a week. But then with this, which is a couple hours a week, you know, it doesn't leave much time for just being lazy, enjoying life. So occasionally I'll get emails from companies and things like that wanting me to review product, and you know, I'm a small channel, and a lot of the times they just want to send you the product for free, which is I'm okay with. But at this point, I am not okay with doing it with restrictions. If they want to send me product just to try out, great. With zero expectation whether or not I use it, that's awesome. But I've had to turn down situations where they're just like, you know, this is the XYZ product. If we send it to you, we would need you to post a video within 2 weeks. We need you to send it to us in advance so we can, you know, obviously make sure that you're not just bashing us, which I get it. And then, you know, they're not paying you, they're just sending you product. So I've had to turn down stuff like that. Not that I really like to do that anyway, but because I'm starting to find it just insulting that they are putting all these requirements on you but not wanting to pay you for any of that stuff. I feel like that's, I don't know, it's just insulting. And two, I can't commit to a turnaround time like that. I find that when I have to film something, I put it off. I procrastinate even more because it's not something that feels genuine. Not feels genuine, but it just like I had the idea. I thought of the video. I just wanted to sit down and film it. So it's just not very second nature, I guess. I don't know. So that's where I'm at with that. I actually had a brand email me too. I don't even know, I've never even heard of them. It was a backpack company wanting to send me a backpack, which, okay, it doesn't really pertain to my channel, but like I could kind of see making a video work. I'm going to be going to the Chicago makeup show, like maybe I could have taken it with me and then showed me, you know, showing all the products that I bought from the Chicago makeup show and, you know, showing you the backpack that I used, whatever. I could have swung it. But the email was, become our brand ambassador, earn commission or $10 off of every backpack sale. Also, you could offer your subscribers a 10% discount. Okay, well, the kicker is that they don't actually send you the backpack. So if you purchased from them, then your discount code for your subscribers will go up to 20% and you can purchase with a 50% discount. Like, what? I'm not gonna buy your product to post about it to hope that maybe I gain some sales. Like, what the hell are companies thinking? And I guess maybe some people that works for them, but no. So that's totally off subject, but there's that. I'm just using the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Concealer. This isn't my favorite concealer, but I've been making it work. Then I just have the Real Techniques. These are actually called makeup remover sponges or something like that, but they feel just like they're regular sponges, and they're good for the under eye. So with the whole cancer situation with everybody, I've had to have a conversation with my 6-year-old daughter about how her papa and her grandpa are, you know, sick. And I didn't really know the best way to explain cancer to her. So I bought a book off of Amazon, which is usually my go-to thing. If I don't know how to explain it, we just read a book. And the book came, and it's like more technical about what cancer is, why you get it, like what your cells are doing, things like that. So scientifically, she knows a little bit more about cancer, but then we just had a conversation before that, just, hey, you know, Papa's sick, and my husband's father lives farther away. We don't get to see him as much. He's a couple hours drive. So my dad, her papa, she sees him like every day, if not every other day. So she was going to notice more of a change as he's going through treatment. So I wanted her to be aware that Papa's sick. He's going to have to go through treatment, and the treatment is aggressive, and he likely will get sicker before he gets better. She didn't really have too many questions about it, but, you know, I had to also just say, you know, what happens to people who are sick, you know, who don't get better? So she knows that if this doesn't go well, you know, Papa's time could be limited, which she's a little bit worried about. But so far, he's managing pretty well. He has chemo 1 day a week on Mondays, and then radiation the other 5 days a week. And he has to travel about 45 minutes to an hour to go get those treatments. And the chemo and the radiation are at 2 different locations. I'm just using the NYX HD Finishing Powder. This is their banana powder for my under eye. So it kind of sucks for him. My mom doesn't like to drive to the town because it's a bigger city where he's getting treatment. So we've had lots of great friends that have been able to help out and take him. And it really sucks because when he has chemo and radiation, it's like an all-day affair. Because, again, they're at 2 different locations in that town. But thank God we have great family and friends that are able to help us out. So far he's been able to like eat and stuff like that too, and like no So far, no big deal with that. I don't think as far as radiation, he's going to show very much, I don't think any side effects until later on. So I have a little bit of my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. I did repress this, so I'm almost done with that. So anywho, back to YouTube. That's why I've been kind of MIA. I don't know. I haven't really been feeling like it. And I've been trying to take a little bit of the pressure off myself. This is just a hobby for me. I doubt that it will ever go into like a, hey, you could work from home and just do YouTube kind of thing. First off, I just don't think I have the personality to be a YouTube person, like a big guru. And secondly, I don't have enough time to film. So I think you have to be able to post a lot more than I do to be able to gain that momentum. All right, guys, we are back. It is the following day. Unfortunately, the power went out when I was filming yesterday, as you can see from the video, so I've just picked up where I've left off. I have all the same products on my face, but I just look differently. It's just a different day. So, anywho, still going to continue the chatty get ready with me because I already started it, and why not? Who cares, right? So, let's see, where was I? Got all the stuff on my face. I'm just going to set the eye primer that we put on. Just going to use this crown brush, and I've got just a little palette here with some colors. I'm going to take the lightest color and just set that. So we found out my husband's dad had his first treatment, like I said. That was yesterday, so we checked in on him. He's doing good. He's just tired. I guess the plan of action for his cancer is to do a little bit of treatment and then see how it's reacting to it, and then go from there. See if they want to do more or change up the plan. Just going to go in with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Shape and Fill, and then I'm going to follow it up with the NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel. So other than that, in my personal life, that is currently the situations. And so far, everybody's doing okay. We're thinking about selling our camper, which is an update. I don't know. I guess depending on if we can sell it, one, and then what we can find for another one, we may or may not get a camper. Although I really love camping, like this summer, all we did was 4 trips, and the amount of money that we pay per month to pay off the camper, I just can't justify only using it 4 times throughout the year. So, I don't know. I thought that we were going to be able to do more with it, which we can. It's just booking campsites is not inexpensive either, and if you're only going to go 4 times a year, you might as well just like rent one of their cabins. Granted, you still have to bring stuff with you. It's not like all set up. Like most of the time you have to bring up, you know, like your food and utensils and bedding, but I don't know. I don't know. If we do get another camper, I would like to get one that has hard sides all the way around instead of like right now, our bed areas, they kind of flop open, I guess, like this, and then it's got like the canvas type situation. The beds are super uncomfortable, so whenever we don't have other kids with us, I usually sleep on the couch bed, and then my husband sleeps on one side of the fold-out beds, and my daughter sleeps on the other, which she clearly doesn't have an issue with it, but her body's only 6 years old. So me and my husband, on the other hand, who are, you know, mid-30s and on, it's not the most comfortable of campers. I'm gonna put on the MAC Soft and Gentle highlight. Bianca has started, my daughter has started first grade. Her teacher we met at the open house is pregnant, but I guess has been out now since halfway through the first day of school, and it's now like the 2nd week of school, and she's not back yet. So I don't think she's coming back till after she has the baby. So I don't really know who is teaching her at this point. or what's going on. I have NARS Laguna in this palette. I'm going to use that for my bronzer. We did a workbook with her over the summer to keep like her skills fresh. We didn't finish it, which was fine. We just kind of worked on it here and there, but it kept, you know, her counting and doing math and writing and stuff like that and reading. So I feel like it was a good bridge so she wasn't super rusty when she started school again. Probably do that again this next summer. She doesn't seem to mind doing it. You know, we spend 15-20 minutes doing a page or two and then we move on. And we don't even do it every day. But the book was kind of cool because it had like exercise breaks in there so she could like go do, you know, push-ups or squats or something like that. Keep them a little more active. Let's see, I don't know what I want to use on my eyes. I currently have a couple of new things. I did get the Emily Edit, the wants and the needs. I've been playing around with those a little bit, and I like the wants palette more than the needs palette. I think the needs palette was a pretty good concept. The shadows seem to work fine for me, but the bronzer shade and the blush shade, I see where she was going with them, but the colors aren't quite right for me. I did pick up the Naked Original palette, seeing that it's discontinued. We'll see how that goes. But I also have the Urban Decay Born to Run, which I've really been enjoying. I think I'm going to use that today. I'm going to take the color called Still Shot, and I'm just going to buff that into my crease. And I'm just taking it on this fluffy BH Cosmetics blending brush. So what do you guys think about all this drama that's been going on in the beauty community? I personally, I don't really care, but I do watch it. You know, it's like a car accident. You don't want to see it, but you're going to look. Some of it doesn't really surprise me. I mean, people are money hungry, they're backstabbing, you know, they will step on other people to get where they want to go, but do we know the whole truth? I don't know. You know, we're on the outside. I've had just about enough of the how I deal with my anxiety and depression videos. I mean, is it like a thing now that you're not cool if you don't feel like you have mental health issues? I mean, to me, I feel like, and I'm 35, you just chalk it up. That's fucking life. Everybody has ups and downs, and it doesn't mean you have some kind of a mental health problem, that you have severe anxiety or severe depression. So I don't know. I feel like, granted, there are people out there who actually do have those issues, but it seems to be like a mainstream media type of problem to have, just like everyone had celiac disease. Everyone was gluten intolerant, but we've had gluten in our diet for, what, hundreds of years, and now all of a sudden we have celiac disease. Everybody has it. So it's just one of those things. I've had just about enough of those. So sorry for that little rant, but I just feel like, you know what? We all have crap that we go through. We all have shitty people sometimes in our life, and it doesn't mean that we have issues. I'm going to take the deeper orange called Baja right here, and I'm just going to deepen up the crease a little bit. And I always like to carry it just down on this part of my lid a little bit. I don't know why. That's where I like to get it. Did you guys pick anything up from the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty? Right now when I'm filming, it's still going on. I think there's like another week left. Is it the end? Is this week the last week? I think this week might be the last week when I'm filming it. But I didn't do a video before the sale saying what I would buy. But I was thinking about doing a video after and just letting you guys know what I picked up and what I thought of the items. Let me know in the comments below if you guys would be interested in seeing like that. I might just film it anyway, even if you're not, because I want to film it. But was just thinking if it was something you guys would actually want to see. So I'm going to take the color called Punk right here, and I'm just going to work that into the crease a little bit more. Again, I like to carry it just down on this outer corner a little bit on the lid. So I just kind of shimmy that back and forth until and kind of pat it. And then I'm just going to carry it about a third to about halfway in and just kind of blend it. So do you guys watch Samantha Ravindal, I believe is how you say her name? Is that how you say it? Ravindal? And Alana, they were talking about Ozark, which I have not watched on Netflix. And so I started watching it, and it's amazing. And it's amazing. I'm about done with season 1, I do believe, which is good that there's a season 2. But so far it's really good if you like those types of shows. It kind of reminds me of like a Breaking Bad of sorts. Okay, so in the underneath, I think I'm going to do green. Why not? I'm going to do green. I'm going to go in with the color, do I want to do Wanderlust, which is like a green, or Big Sky, which is like a greenish blue. I think I'm going to go in with Big Sky. I'm going to take that on just a pencil brush here. So at my full-time job, we have been short-staffed for like the last, I don't even know, in November it'll be about a year. One of our people went out, they had some kind of a medical issue and had to have surgery, and just has not been back. And we have been interviewing for a person the last few months because we can't do it anymore. There's only 2 of us in our department, and although work is getting done, it's just at a grueling pace. So I find it interesting that there's so many people that will just like not show up to a job interview. I don't understand that. I'm just taking a brush with no makeup and blending this out a little bit. So I just find it interesting. I mean, one week we had like 5 people no-show for their interview, and that boggles my mind. But so far so good. We found someone and we're training her. Okay, so I just want to deepen up this outer area here a little bit. So I'm going to go with Good as Gone, this dark brown here that has a little bit of a shimmer to it. And I'm just using the brush that came in the Naked palette. That looks like to be a good transition between the cool blue-green that we put on the bottom and all this warmth that we have here. I'm going to take a little bit on the tip of that brush and just blend it into this. I wish there was some way I could find a way to not have to work. Like, that would be amazing. I have always had a job ever since I was 15 years old. The only time I did not work was a little bit after I had my daughter Bianca, and a little bit when I had to have surgery. Other than that, I've always had a job. I've never been on unemployment. If I only had one job and I wasn't making ends meet, I had 2 jobs, 3 jobs. So I don't know. I think it would be awesome to like not have to work for a little while. I'm always super jealous of my husband because he works just summers. Now, granted, I don't want his job. I don't want to do construction. That's not going to work for me. But, you know, then he's laid off all winter, which I could deal with a little bit of that. I feel like a lot of these colors in here for an all-over lid shade for where I'm at now are always a little bit too gold or too dark. So I think I'm going to go into the Lorac Pro 2 palette, and I'm going to take the color Rose right here, and I'm just going to use a flat shader brush, and I'm just going to put that all over the lid. Now, the job that I have is just like at a call center. I work in the returns department. We sometimes have to do returns that actually come there, but not many. So if we could ever convince the boss, the CEO, that working from home would be a great idea, then it definitely is a job that I could do remotely, but he's just not there. We haven't convinced him yet, which I don't know if that would be like super cool or not cool, because you know, you'd want to do things while you're at home, but you're supposed to be working. So I could see that being a problem. But at least like if you took a break, you could do some laundry. You know, you could vacuum or something. So seeing that I'm already in this palette, I'm going to go in with beige. I'm just going to put that in the inner corner. So for the rest of September, I don't really have anything else going on in my life right now. Just kind of taking it day by day and, you know, just trying to be as supportive as possible with my family Unfortunately for my husband's dad, like I said, we're not nearby. And my dad seems to be doing okay. Every time you ask him how he is, he's like, fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. So he's one of them that you just have to just do if you want to help out, because he's not going to tell you that he needs help. So that's what I do. I just do. So I'm going to put mascara on, and then I'm going to decide what kind of a blush I want. I am going to use this Milani Volumizing mascara that I've been using recently. I've been using this lash serum by Rodan & Fields. I think it's Rodan & Field? Rodan & Field? Yeah. For like, how long have I been using it? Maybe about 3 weeks now. And you're supposed to put it on at night. And I haven't been forgetting a lot, but I've definitely been forgetting. Because it's just not a part of my regular routine when I'm taking off my makeup and stuff and doing my skincare. And you're supposed to do it before you put any other serums and stuff on. So by the time I remember, I already have everything on my face. I feel like it's making them a little bit longer. I always felt like I had pretty good lashes to begin with, but my friend sells it, so I bought some to support her. Which the stuff is super expensive. To be 100% honest, it's like the most I've ever spent on a single beauty item ever. So I'm hoping that it works, because otherwise it's a lot of money. And that's why I'm kind of getting down on myself for not remembering to put it on, because it won't work if I don't put it on. But I did take pictures before I started, and I'm going to take pictures when I hit about 4 weeks. And then I'm going to take pictures when I hit about 8 weeks and see if you guys can see any difference. Alright, now just because I feel like being extra and the brush on this is a little bit much, I'm going to go in with the Lancome Definicils mascara. It's just got a smaller wand on it. It's not like the best lower lash mascara. I just like that the wand is smaller and I don't make a mess on my face. I feel like it needs some kind of like an eyeliner to make that aqua green pop. Yeah. So I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Long Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Eyeliner in Silken Turquoise. I'm not sure why I talked like that, but that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I think that helped made it just stand out a little bit more, so you could tell that that color was in the underneath. I haven't done an everyday makeup drawer in a while, so I'm still kind of using, not kind of, I am using the stuff that's in there, which the blush palette that I was using is this NARS one. I'm not the biggest fan of these blushes. I've come to like this pink one here, but everything else in the palette is just sort of meh. For NARS, I thought I would be a little bit more impressed. And these are the only NARS blushes that I've tried, so it just really isn't leaving me wanting more. I'm going to take that pink shade and just tap a little bit of the peach. I always find that taking just a makeup brush that you may have used for foundation afterwards to kind of clean up a little bit, blend the underside if your blush or your bronzer got a little bit too far down. For lips, I always just pretty much keep it simple. I have a gloss at my desk at work that I'm trying to use up, and I have a lipstick in my purse, which is nude, that I pretty much use every day. I have other lipsticks too, but for today, what I'm just going to go ahead and put on is the Flesh lipstick called Lick. It's just a light peach, which might not, yeah, never mind. That one tends to grab on my dry patches and then just look weird. So we're going to go in with the BUXOM gloss in Samantha. I guess it's not called gloss, they're their full-on lip polish in Samantha. Alright guys, this completes the video. We got ready. It took us 2 days to do it, but we did it. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed the chatty get ready. Let me know any thoughts, comments for me about what we discussed in the comments section below, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!